of the Army-Navy game. President John F. Kennedy, World War II veteran and, of course, PT boat commander, recalled his military service as saying, quote, "Any man who may be asked in this century what he did to make his life worthwhile, I think can respond with a good deal of pride and satisfaction, quote, I served in the United States Navy." We're, of course, proud to be joined here by Admiral John Richardson, Chief of Naval Operations. Admiral, always good to see you, sir. Thank you very much. Your operation today is to beat Army. You've done it 14 years in the past.
Right.
Is this 15?
It's definitely 15. That's my money's on 15.
That's a pretty short answer. General Milley gave me a much longer answer as to why Army was going to win.
Yeah, you know, Army's always has the best lines talking. We just have the best line of scrimmage, okay? So that's what we'll do.
Well, one midshipman did say to me, I said, you know, what's going to happen here? He says, look, he says, Navy's winning streak is legal to drive in some states.
Yeah.
So we're not really that worried.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're your third-string quarterback now. You're on your third string.
He may be the most talented of the three, and so team's feeling really good. They're looking to run up some big numbers. That sounds like a pretty good line to me. Yeah.
He may be the best of it. That's good spin.
Yeah.
All right, so the one thing that we have to talk about here is we think about this game and these men, and it is a friendly rivalry of sort of this incredible tradition and sort of the honor that both sides show each other.
Yeah.
But it's easy to forget in sort of the tailgating and everything else that come 6 months from now, these young men are going to go join the Corps. They're going to go join the fleet.
That's right.
15 years into war, what is the status of readiness of our Navy that we've heard some real serious questions about?
Yeah. Well, first let me camp out on how special these young men and women are. You know, they're so talented, Leland. They could really choose anything that they wanted to do. They could have written their own check, gone anywhere they wanted. And despite all of those choices, right, they made a commitment to raise their right hand, even after 15 years of war, as you said, take an oath to something much bigger than themselves. And in 6 months, those seniors are going to go off. They're going to go forward. They're going to lead teams into some very dangerous places, and they're going to do that to keep us safe. And so we've been doing that for 15 years, and all of the services are showing the strain of that 15 years of war.
Specifically, we've heard a lot during the campaign about military readiness. We've done some reporting. Jennifer Griffin, Lucas Tomlinson at the Pentagon talking about readiness issues within the Marine Corps of their FA-18.
Right.
The issue with the USS Zumwalt, your new destroyer, for $4 billion that had to be towed through the Panama Canal. Are there things that the Navy needs that it's not getting that you hope for in the new administration?
Well, the way I like to think about it is really kind of three whammies, a triple whammy, right? First whammy is that we have been in a very high operational tempo for 15 years of war. So that has put strain on our equipment, strain on our people. Second whammy is that the budget environment has been uncertain. So we're now on our 9th consecutive year of a continuing resolution, and that type of uncertainty really just disrupts things, makes it very hard to do business. And then the third is that we're still operating under the Budget Control Act, which the level of funding is just something that we've got to adjust upward to adequately fund the fleet, adequately fund the entire joint force to be appropriately ready.
So in other words, we need more money.
We need more money.
We need more money, and obviously it's something that President-elect Trump has talked about giving you all. Another thing that obviously changes is that on January 20th we have a new commander-in-chief. You have a new commander-in-chief. And already the Wall Street Journal is reporting that the Pentagon is at least developing options that the commander-in-chief could put into effect immediately that would sort of change rules of engagement, that would change the way we project force around the world, special operations perhaps in Syria against ISIS, those kinds of things. Any light you can shed on that?
I'll tell you, it is our job to always have these options ready. So I don't think that there's anything particularly new going on. The thing that we never want to have happen is that somebody asks us, hey, what can you do, and we don't have the answer. So it's our job to be thinking through different perturbations, different branches and sequels to have something ready when asked.
Well, have something ready when asked. I would suspect, perhaps at least, the football coach for Navy has a few options as well for his team that we haven't seen. Yeah. The midshipmen are 9-3, but even with a winning streak and winning season, it would really hurt if Army won, wouldn't it?
No, I'll tell you what. It's no wins and no losses coming into this game. This is a one-season game, right? And so one-game season, I'm sorry. And so we've got to pull this one off. Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll see if you guys make it 15 in a year. I know the goat will be out there.
The goat's going to be out there. Fear the goat.
All right. Fear the goat. Admiral, we appreciate it, sir. John McCain, one of your great alumni, coming up next hour. I think he'll probably have a few more, perhaps more colorful things to say to Army here as we near kickoff. Molly?